think is this intro.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Harrison's typing something.
I'm just curious.
No. Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
I typed in fighting games in Google, and let's just say SRK didn't come up. Young Honzo got guns. Young Don got Huns. Young Honzo doles out stitches. Young Don got a lot of bitches.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Everybody turned around on me, yeah. Whenever I was down 0-2 against Beneath, you were like, "This dude's been forever," and then I was like, I tied it up 2-2, and you're like, "Just kidding, white people rule."
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was all like, "This little dude was so annoying." I can't wait until the run back becomes even more insufferable to watch. I can only barely. I watch like the Killer Instinct matches, and then Marvel starts, and I'm like, "Well, let's see who's in it." And it's like, "Is it Mini Boss?" I'm like, "Sick, Mini Boss. Is it anybody else?" Sleep.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Well, we did it.
Can you hear me? Is the sound fine?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I'm paranoid because it says yellow now. Hey guys.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Honzo is in a different environment now, apparently.
Where am I at, Harrison?
Somebody actually let you rent an apartment somewhere.
Oh no, I know. How'd I trick him into doing that? That's my bed. Can you see that?
I think you gave him money. I think that's kind of...
Yeah, I did.
I think
bribed him.
That helped you out.
If you guys can't tell, I do not own a lamp in my room. So I'm using the hallway light. That's why I'm kind of dark. I'm pretty poverty over here. But yeah, I dig my place. It's pretty cool. I'll try and put my posters up soon.
Oh yeah, so you finally moved out of Jared's house?
Yep, I'm out of Jared's house. I moved in with Hans. Me and Hans are living together. We have our esports. We play League together sometimes. He picks Jinx and feeds. You know Hans. Typical Hans. Typical Night Owl. We're on first name basis now, Harrison.
First name? you go.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
Well, should we say something before we talk about West Coast Warzone for like 55 minutes?
Yeah. What do you want to say?
I don't know. I was asking you.
Did anything else happen? Nah,
Yeah.
Not really. Mostly it was only West Coast Warzone that happened this weekend. The Smash demo was out today. People have been playing that. They really like that. I was watching that earlier. People are enjoying that for their 3DS. Mega Man apparently has like combos or something. So Mega Man might be good in a fighting game.
I guess he's never been good in a fighting game ever. I think people are just happy he's in a fighting game.
Marvel 2, he wasn't good, but he did well against like Magneto, I believe. So I don't know. Yeah. So that's happened. Villager's funny. He breaks shields with one attack. He like chops down a tree and it just destroys shield. It's pretty funny. That's cool.
Wait, who does?
The Villager.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he chops down a fucking tree as an attack.
Yeah. That's the guy I'm gonna play. For sure.
I want to play fucking who was it? I forget.
What?
I forget. I forgot the cast. Like I honestly, I remember seeing a character. I'm like, yo, that dude, that's me.
Mega Man?
Forgot. Nah,
Not Mega Man?
I'm not no Mega Man. I like Mega Man games, but I'm not no Mega Man. Not me. Not me and Harrison. You feel me?
Yes. All right. Should I?
Yeah.
Welcome to the number 95th episode of the show that sucks. I am Harrison. I do things on IPLAYWINNER. Honzo Gonzo is with me as always because he probably has literally nothing better to do right now with his life except.
Well, I
be on
am
the show.
downloading a game, so I got 50 minutes. You got me 50 minutes, Harrison.
Oh, I got you for 50 minutes? All right, that's what a coincidence. We have 50 more
I
minutes
know.
left in the show. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
West Coast Warzone happened this week, and I am not the only one who is going to say this, but I am very glad that tournament is back, because that tournament really gave me the inspiration to play seriously, I think, in my opinion, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I told this on the show, but I think it was 2 West Coast Warzones when Yeb first came onto the scene. We made it big.
Yep.
At one of the West Coast Warzones.
That was it.
I watched that, and I was on Skype, I believe, with one of my friends, and I was fucking freaking out at like 11 o'clock at night, and like hella late, you know, and like he's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I'm like, "Dude, it's Street Fighter. You gotta check this shit out. This dude's going some crazy shit. Like fucking forward hands is just so crazy to me at the time."
Dude,
I
I
was like, "Oh my god."
I played Gen because of Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped learning. I think I was playing Dulcim or something. I was like, nah, fuck that. And then I played, and then I saw that, and I was like, I'm gonna play Gen. And then they nerfed him, and then I never played him again. But
yeah,
it was cool while it lasted.
I played him as well for a short period, just because I wanted to learn how to slide, so I could play Honda better. So, but doing it with Gen's much easier because you just do medium kick.
Yeah, you just plank, medium kick, and light punch, and you're already partially.
No, what
there.
I do is I do medium kick and I do hard, medium light, medium hard. I just go and so that's what I do. And then for Honda, I would just do I just did it double. So I did LMH MH. I just went like that every time. And that destroys your hands. You shouldn't do that. It's bad for you.
Yeah, I tried that for like 20 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I gotta learn how to like actually.
I did that for like 6 months, I think, and yeah, my hands are bad because of it. But like, yeah, don't do that. Learn how to piano. Piano is much better.
It's so much more consistent too.
I can't piano. Like I just can't. I can't do it. I need to practice. I need to learn the piano.
It's good. I think I stopped playing again because it ruined my hand. I think a lot of people stopped playing again because they ruined their hand. But West Coast Warzone finally came back, and it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. I think they did a really good job too of putting the position of where they put the money match and like all that stuff. I think they did a pretty good job of doing
I
all
thought
that. I think that's
pools was kind of boring. But that's kind of just pools in general. Like, you can't really make pools hype if you're just shitbags up there playing, you know? It's very hard. I honestly thought Sunday was great. I thought it was one of the better days of tournaments we've had this year. Just a bunch of stuff happened. We had a bunch of games going up there. What I like about West Coast Warzone in particular is that the organizers are just trying to, like, just throw an event, you know? It's not like some cash grab or anything, or they want to like be the biggest and best event ever. They just want to throw a good event. That's all they want. So I respect them for that, and it shows in their planning and stuff. And I think they try and cater to players a lot, especially with seating. They take a lot of seating requests.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the top 16 bracket right now, and it's just like you look at that and you realize how good of a job they did having people not play each other. I mean, just the fact that Hoodaman and LPN made top 8 and didn't have to play each other.
Yeah.
Until then, it's like finally. Finally that's happened. So, and it was the same thing for a lot of like NorCal guys, a lot of SoCal guys.
There's a lot of NorCal vs SoCal matches on stream, I noticed. Yep. There's a bunch of them, which is good. You know?
Which is the way it should be.
Wants.
Yep.
Yeah. That's where you go to play. You want to play other regions. So, yeah, it's just great. And all those matches were interesting because of it. You're like, I don't never seen these two play. I want to see who wins. So, that was cool to watch. Going through the games that I watched personally, this was the first West Coast big regional Unal tournament under Night Ember.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone sucks dick. I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck. Everyone sucks that went at that tournament. Toki's good. Apology Man's good. Everyone else fucking sucks.
Damn.
Toki won with his Linne because he was a more clutch of a player than pretty much everyone there. Everyone sucked. I'm sorry. I feel like people need to hear that though, so they'll improve. Cause like they could do so much better. Like all those players, they could do so much better. They could do so much better with what they have. I don't know why they aren't. And I know the game's fairly new. Like I'm not hating, but they just need to know. If I went, I feel like I would have destroyed the entire fucking tournament for free.
Yeah.
And that's me being humble. So that's how I feel about that. Congrats to Toki though. He did win. He beat Apology Man. 2 Marvel players in grand finals. Which shows anime sucks. Toki's Linne is pretty good. He's very good at confirming combos and just general TK Kuga pressure. So that was pretty cool to see. Apology Man choked that belt. But that is what Apology Man does. Chokes. But yeah, congrats. But yeah.
What else did you watch? Anything that people care about, or?
Nah. I watched a lot of Marvel Saturday, and I saw nothing but Haggers and fucking Hulks and like Nemesis players.
I watched. Like, what was it? I think it was Paradigm versus Epchamp, and Paradigm just like threw it away, like one of the matches, and I was just like, no. And then I stopped watching Marvel.
Yeah, Paradigm got repulsored one match, and I was like, yes, good. Fuck Hacker players. Just fucking get the fuck away from me, dude. What are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad. Whenever I see that, I'm glad. I'm so glad. But yeah, there's a Nemesis player called Sactap, which is, I believe, from Texas. I'm not entirely sure. But he beat quite a few people, and he got top 8. So that was interesting to see. And he even used Ghost Rider to beat Jan. And if you ever hear the sentence, a Ghost Rider player beat Jan, I don't think you'll believe me, but that's what happened. So, yeah, that's crazy, you know, because Jan's just so good. And if you talk to anyone about Jan, you just know everyone just respects him. It's how good he is. No one's going to be like, nah, he's a scrub. Even though, you know, like, he uses big bodies, it doesn't matter. He's so smart. He's just a smart player. And his blocking's ridiculous. But he can't deal with fucking Ghost Rider, which is odd because, like, there's going to be a point in Marvel where some of the lesser known characters are just going to become counters to playstyles. I mean, I feel like we're going to round about that pretty soon. Like, Hulk players, how are they going to deal with Ghost Rider? Like, you're just going to lose. Like, Ghost Rider Arthur, what the fuck are you going to do? Jump? I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
You lose. So, that's what happens.
Yeah, so I feel like some niche counter pick teams are going to become a little bit more popular. Or I think they should, because you could just beat a very good player for no reason. Like, you could just be the shittiest player in the world, and you just pick these teams. Well, okay. Like, you need some sort of thought to play Virgil. Like, even though people don't think that, or even Zero. But, like, if you pick counter pick with some characters, like, you don't really need thought. You just do the same thing over and over again, and you win. Which is, you know, that's good. You should win. The other players should adapt.
To your counter pick?
Yeah, or even just counter pick themselves. Pick something else. That's what I feel.
Sounds like a great game.
It is a great game. Here's the fuck off. I want to hear it. Top 8 was cool. It was pretty... It was cool to watch, and I was glad to see some of the matchups. I like watching Oliver a lot. But it's kind of overshadowed. Like, Marvel that weekend was all about Nemo versus F-Champ. Like, that was the thing. Like, everyone wanted to watch Nemo versus F-Champ. The run back. And
was it a run back?
To, yeah, from not this past Evo, but the Evo before that. Nemo beat Christie and F-Champ each for...
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Shit, it was a lot of money they played for in the hotel room. I think it was.
It was just a lot.
I'm
It was
blanking
thousands
on the number,
of dollars.
but it was thousands of dollars. Yes. I want to say 5K, but I'm not sure. So this is the run back. They haven't really played an exhibition since then. I know there's been rumors of them trying to play an exhibition, but just Nemo's real life getting in the way, just a bunch of stuff in the way. So this has been a long time coming. So a lot of the Marvel players are very excited to see this because,
And
people,
what a better tournament there's like to have something like this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I feel like it's definitely like a laid back tournament, I guess, where stuff like this can happen, as opposed to like a major with like, Capcom involved and stuff where maybe this wouldn't fly, but
definitely.
I think it was a good choice to have it here.
And it's historically, West Coast Warzone. They had the whole Clock versus Neo money match, which was one of the greatest things, to ever happen. And you can find that on youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER. And I watched that live, and I was fucking going nuts because you have Dogface commentary, you have fucking Clockwork doing crazy shit, and that's just great. It's just great to watch. But yeah, West Coast Warzone's historically, been a money match place, like big spectacle. So that was cool to watch. The Nemo and Champ money match. I felt like my analysis of it is they both were like very nervous. Like I didn't never seen them that nervous. I think Champ at 2012 Evo was playing kind of like that, a little bit nervous. You could tell when he was playing against Different. Because there's a lot on the line. He really wanted to win. So
Yep.
It was the same with this, where I felt like they both were very nervous. And it showed in their gameplay. In that Champ was dropping a few things, but his neutral was a bit sloppy in the beginning, even though he was winning. But Nemo was dropping everything. He was just fucking being sloppy as fuck. And he kept getting hits because he's Nemo and he presses buttons. If you ever played Nemo in Marvel, you'll know he just fucking does this. Just fucking presses buttons and he'll hit you.
That being said, with the sloppiness, both of those players have been grinding Ultra too. Like,
that is true too.
When they first played, really, they were kind of playing Marvel. And that was it for the most part. Like, they were playing Marvel. But now, like, Ultra came out, and obviously more people are playing Ultra, and I don't know, maybe they just haven't had as many chances to practice Marvel.
Yeah, I agree. But
that being said, I mean, whatever.
I think Champ took it a little bit more seriously because 3K is good amount of money. I think Nemo was just like, I'm godlike, yeah, fuck it, like that's why I feel like he's like, they played and it was fairly close even though Champ took the lead, but it kind of like went down to it because Champ kept picking Dormammu for some reason, and I don't understand why. Like, his Phoenix was the only reason he was winning those games, and Champ's game plan should have been from the start, and I assume what it was use Magneto to kill Nova or snap Nova into Spencer. You kill Spencer, you win the game. You just gotta kill Spencer. Like, that's all it is. Spencer has anti-Phoenix tech, a bunch of stuff that can kill Phoenix.
That and the assists and everything that kind of like builds the team together, so...
Everything, and Nemo's Spencer has won him more games, I feel, than his Nova. Like, his Spencer, X Factor Level 3, just destroys people. Like, they just don't know what to do. It was quite a feat, quite a sight. The Fnatic and Nemo money match, which you guys didn't see, but I believe his X Factor Level 3 Spencer came back 7 times in that set. I think it was the first to 15. 7 of those wins were Spencer Level 3 X Factor. And it was legit almost every time against 3 characters. So his Spencer is really good, and killing him is like the key. And then you get Phoenix out and you just win the match. That's all it is. And the Dormammu stuff, if he loses the point where he just loses, like, there's no comeback mechanic. So I always felt Phoenix was necessary as insurance. Because even if Spencer was in, sometimes you won't get this right setup and you still get her. But Nemo did very well in dealing with Phoenix, I felt, and it was very hype. I'm not going to spoil the score, but it was very close. You guys can go watch it wherever it is. I don't know the exact YouTube. I don't even know if it's uploaded yet. But you can see it on Level Up Live, twitch.tv/Level Up Live.
Yep.
But yeah, I won my bet, though. I bet on the correct person.
You bet on Champ?
Yes. Thanks for spoiling, Harrison. God.
Sorry, I guess.
Not sorry. I'm okay. I was just trying to be nice. Yeah, I did bet on Champ. So I sat in my house all weekend and I made money. So
Whose money did you take?
I took, I forgot his name. It was on Twitter. I find it. They're probably gonna kill me. One of my followers.
One of your
They're
followers?
I like Nemo. I was like, all right, $20. Yep.
I would have taken that bet. You could have
A
had
lot of
$20 of my
Yeah, I
money
think a
right
lot
now.
of people would have. If I was at the event, I feel like I could have got a lot of money. Because I had a feeling Champ would win. And Nemo was playing sloppy in Marvel, at least. But yeah, that was the event for Marvel. It was pretty crazy. One of the better set money matches I've seen. Nemo's always performs well in big long sets, and it's
Yeah.
always enjoyable to watch his evolution, his thought
And
process.
so does Champ too. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
he always adapts. So yeah, both those players together, it's gonna be down to the wire. I didn't think it was gonna go 19-19, but
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's pretty crazy. Like at 1919, like I was watching that match and I was like fucking going crazy because they kept because they were like going in and out of each other's ranges like really haphazardly, and it was just scary for like 10 seconds. Like it was like, have you ever seen the clip of Yipes and Chris Matrix just screaming during a match and they slow it down? That's what it felt like. They're just like, ah! That's their comment. That's what I felt like at that time. I felt like if they were screaming, I would have been right there with them.
Did something happen? Like, I saw like something like Nemo did something stupid or something, and that's what I kept hearing on Twitter. Like,
What do you
he
mean?
did something that people were confused of why he did that or something. I don't know, during the match.
The last match?
I don't know. Because I
I mean,
rewatched the last match and it seemed like normal to me. Like,
No, yeah, he just got hit and he got blown up.
something
There's a
about
couple
like chip
times.
damage or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Nova glitch that happened, which never happens, but it happened?
I don't know. Like,
So there was a Nova glitch that doesn't really happen at all. It's very rare. Sometimes when you get an air throw with Nova, you just throw them. You float down slow, like you can't dash. You just float down like Thor's super. You DHC from it, you know. You just float down.
yeah.
You just do that, and then you land. Like there's no reason for it to happen. It just happens, and you can't combo. Like you just lose the combo. So it did happen to him in the set, and he lost that match. So
Wow.
that was kind of unlucky.
Yo, Marvel.
And maybe if he won. But that was the first time I've ever seen a major glitch affect the match that much. To be honest.
The first time, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if infinites are glitches, technically, I guess. But
Like every match.
but yeah, I definitely go watch that. It was very good and pretty good look for high level Marvel play. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. Marvel's more of a spectator sport.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely is. Definitely is. Did you watch any of Street Fighter?
I did. I watched most of the top 16, but not top 8.
That's good, because I didn't watch top 16 and I did watch top 8.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll fill in the gaps. Can maybe shed some light on top 16? Just maybe say a match or two that you thought was maybe I should go watch or something? I don't know. No?
I watched Hoodaman play. Did Hoodaman put Snake Eyes into losers?
He beat him.
Yeah, I know he
in
beat
loser.
him.
I don't know who. Maybe. I don't know.
No, it was Kelvin. I think Hoodaman had to play Kelvin.
Yeah. That was
The
top
winners?
8.
Oh, is that top 8?
Or maybe it was Double Jeopardy then, because they had to play in top 8 and losers.
I remember watching that match and getting really hyped because Hoodaman was just landing headbutts, and I was like, God. I was like, I got really hyped for that because I was rooting
Oh,
for
maybe
Hoodaman.
that. No, maybe you're right. That was top 16.
I believe so. But Hugo was so scary. I was watching Kelvin's Hugo for that weekend, and I never watched it before, to be honest. But that anti-air clap into fucking EX air grab does like 400 damage. It's so fucking crazy. He did it to a Yun and just evaporated him. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, he does a ton of damage, but
Yeah.
his ways of getting in are just like non-existent.
Yeah, like I understand like his neutral's bad. Yeah.
His neutral is like non-existent. He basically just like forces his way in. He's sort of like a really bad T-Hawk in that regard, I guess. At least T-Hawk can like kind of get in, but I don't know. If you have a normal that reaches far, that hits mid-range, like I don't know what Hugo can do at all.
I think Rose is like just ungodly terrible for him.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. Projectile long range normals, fucking anti-throw normal. Like what?
Yep.
What was some of your favorite matches of top 8 though? How'd the Street Fighter go for you?
Top 8, I thought. I don't. Man, every time I saw somebody play Nemo, I was just like, I wanted to just like punch a wall because like they were not doing anything to punish anything Rolento was doing by getting out. You have to play. I feel like you need to play the matchup the same way you play against a Rose player, which is walk forward, play patient, push the person to the corner, and then it's over.
Then you knock him down just to shore him?
And then and then you just knock him down. And then that's it. And there was even Hudaman did it, which really completely shocked me. Was Hudaman got him in the corner, and he was just chilling there right next to him, and Nemo just did like the EX wall dive thing out and just let him do it. I'm just like, that just like blew my mind. He plays against LPN all the time. I don't know how he could get away with stuff like that.
Yeah, the NorCal guys, I don't think really had an excuse to let him get away with stuff because LPN's been playing with them, and I want to bring up the fact that after we talk about Street Fighter, about the NorCal round robins we've been having up here, but everyone's played LPN. All those players have been playing the LPN for like weeks, so they should have devised some strategy against Rolento's wake-up game, in my opinion. So I don't know, maybe it was just nerves. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe. I don't know. But he just... Rolento has no wake-up. Like, there's no reason to... You don't need to have nerfs to pressure Rolento. You just hit buttons. And... I don't know. I just felt like it was fraudulent. But it's everybody's fault for not knowing the matchup, so...
Do you think Nemo sucks?
I don't think he sucks, but...
Do you think he's a Marvel scrub?
I don't think you can be a scrub when you invent a team like that. Like
he didn't invent that team.
He didn't invent it? Who did?
Kusuro did.
Kusuro did? Well, is Kusuro playing it?
He does play. He's very good.
Oh, well, fuck, I haven't seen it. Are you just bullshitting me?
No, I'm not. Yeah, he made all the combos. I'm not joking.
Well,
no one knows that. I don't know why. But if you go on Kusuro's YouTube, he has all the videos. And whenever someone links a video, it's always Kusuro's YouTube, but no one knows it's Kusuro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Kusuro's actually insanely good. I don't know why he plays that troll team, but that's just him.
It's because it's a troll team. Because that's like every good character in the game on one team. I feel like that's why. It doesn't have fucking Dr. Doom. Doesn't have Magneto. And it doesn't have Phoenix. And yep. Doesn't have all those. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Fuck champ.
But yeah, that just really disappointed me. Snake Eyes versus Hudaman, you can tell, you can look at Hudaman's face, and I instantly knew he was gonna win that match.
He was so prepared, I felt.
He was just completely on top of everything Snake Eyes was doing, and more. Snake Eyes, and then you look on the contrary, you look at Snake Eyes during that match, and he was kind of laughing, like in the middle of it, like he was getting popped.
I feel like when Snake Eyes loses, he doesn't give up, but he takes the situation less seriously. Like, I feel like he's that type of guy. Because I always see him when he loses, he's always like, yeah, haha, good. But I feel like that's bad in the middle of a match, though. Like, you're just like, fuck, I lost. Haha, you got me. But like, you still have a match. You should still be serious. I feel like he's that type of player, though. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I've never played him.
And then Julio beat Ricky, which is
Finally.
crazy. Well, not finally. Like, he's done it before, but...
Yeah, but the past 3 weeks, Ricky's been undefeated.
Yeah, that's true. After he beat him, I was like, wow, why couldn't you have done that at Pandora House My Club League? That would have been cool. But he played really well. I don't know who he lost to. I guess I must have missed that match.
He lost to Nemo once, I believe. I watched that match. That was in winners.
Yeah. And he looked pretty salty about that, too.
I think everyone did.
Yeah.
I think everyone who lost to Nemo was just like, fuck. Like, they felt like they didn't deserve to lose. Like, they just felt like it was the matchup. The only match that I saw where I was like, okay, Nemo's just straight fucking this dude was grand finals where I just forgot his name. Filipino man had to play against
Filipino man did so many questionable things, like not playing Rose the entire time. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like,
when he was playing Rose, even he just doing some crazy things. Cause I just felt like he's just like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna do shit. Like, just just throw some dice, you know. It was bad though.
That's basically what he did. And then he went to other characters, and then he played those characters the exact same way he would have played Rose in the same situation. So he picked Poison and then just played lame the entire time, like he was doing with Rose. Didn't really do anything different, and then lost, and then basically gave up a game for no reason. Which is another reason why I think counterpicking this late in the game doesn't exist.
And the fact that Rolento's role just completely destroys Poison, in my opinion, because I saw him just keep doing it, and Poison's wind up so long, and she released the Firewall of Recovery so much, he just rolls over and just punishes her free. Like, he rolls completely under that Fireball. So, it's not like it's a big hitbox and it's going to hit you when you recover. No, he's just going to whoop and just hit you.
That, and obviously Filipino man was not familiar with the matchup because he tried to punish the roll with Ultra, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. It's only -10 or -8 or something like that. That's not going to work. I don't know. He was just obviously not familiar with the matchup. But at the same time, he was, because he was punishing the roll with Crouching Medium Punch. He was doing everything right in the first game, and then he lost, and I don't know, he couldn't take it, I guess, and then just picked a different character. Like, oh my god, I lost. I gotta pick a different character. It's not gonna work. And yeah. That, and I was really shocked that Hudaman didn't pick E Honda against Rolento too. Because I don't know if... Can Rolento punish any of the headbutts? I want to say no.
For EX, yeah.
Well, everybody can for EX. Yeah. But
I always
like for mid-screen, because he was playing a lot of mid-screen stuff, and I don't think Rolento can do anything.
Maybe his staying around house?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe Ultra. It's pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, besides Ultra, like if you don't have that. I don't know. That mostly confuses me because he picked E Honda against LPN and not to Capri, and that time where he played Rolento.
Hoodman thought that Nemo wouldn't know how to fight against Capri.
Okay, it's 2014 and people still don't know how to fight against Honda. Like,
that's true.
I guarantee maybe he knows something, and maybe he knows that Nemo plays against a Honda player. I don't know, but I don't know. I'll have to ask him and see why he did that, because maybe that's just a secret hidden bad matchup that nobody knows yet.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, how did you enjoy Street Fighter overall?
I thought it was great. I thought every match was really exciting. There was no match that was really boring. They did a really good job of seeding the bracket, so we got to see, I mean, everybody who deserved to be in top 16 like is still there. Like Alex Myers has been grinding a lot. I don't know how the fuck Gutex made it in there, but Chris King was in there. He's been playing a lot. Brent's been playing a lot. Rico Suave traveled. Obviously, he's been playing a lot. Kelvin grinding out like the Kino. I don't know how Ramasama made it in there. I don't know how much of Street Fighter he's been playing. So
He's always been
He's always been good. He's always been. I know
Yeah.
he's always been good at Street Fighter, but
And it's Rufus, so people don't. Sometimes people just go overwhelmed.
yeah.
Like-
And again, not another EG Grand Finals.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's happy about that.
That's kind of fucked up, but like, yeah, I agree. You want more variety. And Nemo winning is kind of crazy, insofar as he's been playing on he was doing okay or very good, I should say, in arcades with Nemo, but then they with Rolento, and I believe they nerfed him pretty bad, from arcade to console, right?
Rolento?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he get nerfed pretty bad?
Yeah, he had a lot of his you know his EX move where he like lunges forward and like spins his
Yeah.
stick? Like that used to be invincible.
Oh.
Yeah, like he had a lot of ridiculously like bullshit type stuff in arcade version. But they kind
Yeah.
of took it all away.
And then Nemo just adapted, and now he's destroying people. Like he's been grinding it out, I assume, with the nerf Rolento, and it shows. It shows he's been playing a lot of Street Fighter, and
Yeah, his hit confirms were like out of this world crazy with the knife and his sweep and ultra and all that stuff. Like he was super on point.
yeah, and it just goes to show that Nemo's one of the best players in Japan, just period. One of the more he's reminiscent of Tokido, even though I think Tokido's better in more games. But Nemo's been good for a decade now, and he's been playing a shit ton of games, and he's just good. He's just always been good, and he's good at the newer games as well, which is rare to see. That's why yeah, and even Daigo recognized him in his Daigo did an AMA on Reddit, which got I guess it was like one of the most upvoted AMAs in recent history or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it was super popular apparently.
I was reading some of it. Like people were asking him like, what is the Ume Shoryu and like all that stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and he's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah,
that's what he said. Like
yeah.
like essentially.
It's
I
like
don't care.
he's like when I do something and I don't think about the consequences. That's what he said.
I know, that's so baller though. Like he's like, I don't fucking, who cares? Like that's Daigo. But he someone asked him about Nemo, and Daigo said he's very good at a lot of games. He's better than me at the modern games, and so even Daigo recognizes Nemo's just very good at the newer games.
Yep.
Again, yeah. Sometimes it takes you a while to get good at like super like best in the world status. Sometimes you just gotta be very good for a long time, and then you become the best. One day that'll be us, Harrison. We'll be the best. You'll be the best Street Fighter player. I'll be the best Marvel/anime player. We'll go to Evo, win every tournament while producing it.
And then we'll just force our podcast down everybody's throat after we.
We'll play it during grand finals. We'll refuse to play until they play it.
We'll come up with our intro. This is the grand finals with Honzo Gonzo or Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
I did ask a question at Daigo though.
What'd you ask him?
I said, you beat me in a money match in Marvel once. I want to run back $50,000. When do you want to play? He did not respond because he's a fucking pussy. So everyone let everyone know. I want everyone to know Daigo's a pussy.
Wow.
Yeah. I will legit play him for $50,000.
You legit? I don't think you have $50,000.
I'll come up with it. I know some mobsters.
Just go to your
I'm
mom. Hey,
Italian.
Mom, I need to money match Daigo.
What
Can
if
I
I lost?
please?
Oh Lord, I'd be dead. But if I won,
You'd be the first homeless guy with a podcast.
yeah. Do you think there's homeless podcasts? That'd be an odd thing. It'd be interesting.
If there's a homeless guy with a podcast out there somewhere.
Yeah, he's just like, today I ate fucking out of the McDonald's trash can again. Cat pissed on me.
Oh my god. I'm gonna rewind that back for a second. But you asked me what did I thought of top 8, and there was one thing that kind of bothered me. Was that winners, losers, grand finals wasn't all 3 out of 5.
Yeah, so
That
this
kind
is
of
actually-
bothered me.
this actually came up in the Unal tournament. Unal was supposed to be 2 out of 3 winners finals, 2 out of 3 losers finals, and then 3 out of 5 grand finals, as is every game besides Marvel and Injustice, because it was just naturally 3 out of 5s. But the TO was like, you guys can just fucking do whatever you want. So Tiza, who's a NorCal player who got third, shout out to TZA 707.
He's PH, dude.
Yeah, who did very well. He was in winners finals. And he went 2-0. So he's like, okay, I won. And then Toki was like, I thought it was 3 out of 5. It's not 3 out of 5. So they're like, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? So they went 3 out of 5, and Toki ran it back 3 games. And so if I was TZA, I would have been like, what? I would have been.
That's
mad.
why you clarify that shit before. Like
It wasn't well, but the rules do stay. Well, there's no rules for Unal is the problem because it was so late that they just let them decide whether the hell they wanted. But every other game was 2 out of 3. That
well,
was
then they should have talked before. Hey, is this 3 out of 5? Okay, it's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Hey, is 2 out of 3? All right, it's 2 out of 3. Like, I mean, you want to say you got hustled, but at the same time, I don't know, it's his fault for not clarifying that too. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Both had their arguments, so.
Yeah. So for you, I want to ask you: do you think all Street Fighter top 8 should be 3 out of 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because we will see less stuff. Like, I feel like people don't have enough time to adapt.
At super high level.
At super high, even at super high level, people have so many gimmicks now, even this late in the game, that can kind of carry them through 2 out of 3. In my opinion, you can say that 2 out of 3 is fine, but I think 3 out of 5 in top 8 is fine. But then you run into, well, that's not fair for everybody else having to only play 2 out of 3. That's why I think at the end of the
I don't think that's an argument though, because if a top 8, you've earned the right to where you can play whatever fucking format you want. You just ran through a tournament 2 out of 3. Like if they want to play 3 out of 5, you have to get top 8 to earn that privilege. I think that's totally fair.
I just think that 3 out of 5 winners, losers, grand finals is justified because it's the finals.
Yeah, I agree.
But I still feel like the top 8, like as much as I would like it to be 3 out of 5, it still has like yet to prove itself. I don't know. It just bothered me that I wasn't 3 out of 5 for winners and losers finals. That's what bothered me the most. If, top 8 was 3 out of 5, that would have been great. But that's what really, I was like, really? Because not only that, is you want to see more of the top 3 players too. Like everybody wants to see more of them. Instead, it was just like, okay, like I was like, yes, I get to watch Nemo and Huda Man. It's like, all right, 2 out of 3. Okay, that was cool. It lasts like 5 minutes. Great.
Yeah, I feel like top 8 should
Just
be
lackluster.
More of a spectacle of the players. Fucking shoot a firework off or something.
Shoot a firework off.
Some Roman candles up there. That'd be hype. Imagine if Daigo stood up after he Shoryuken someone to death and just started shooting Roman candles into the crowd. That'd be cool. Let's get on that, Harrison.
That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, let's just
calling Tony.
Let's just
Tony Cannon.
Hook players up with Roman candles before the match. All right, if you win, I'm gonna give you a match. You're gonna light it off and just start shooting people.
Yeah.
I don't think that would go off
Just
that
shoot
well.
the people that lost their side bets. Just rub it in. Fucking bet against me, bitch. Fucking shoot him. I don't think that's a good idea, Harrison. You're crazy. I don't know why you're proposing.
Yeah, me. I'm promoting it. If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo on Twitter. Do you have anything to finish up before we go to questions?
That was cool. That was cool. Looking forward to it next year. I'll probably go next year. Hopefully, if I get the time off. But yeah, it was a good event. Other than that, that's the only thing that's really happened this past week. There's not been much. Ono tweeted a picture of Street Fighter and said they're working on a new game. So that can mean anything because it's fucking Ono. So
Yeah, I stopped following Ono like 3 years ago because of like, I'm like, oh, it's cool, and then it's like, oh, it's a troll. I'm gonna unfollow you, Ono. Sorry. Yep. Yep. It's
yeah,
cool. Maybe I'll go next year. Hopefully.
yeah, we'll carpool, sleep in the same bed. Huh?
Jesus. If you guys have any questions, again, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo. The Hound asks us a question. What a surprise! The Hound.
What?
He asks. Well, wait. Let me read this first.
Is it the?
Oh, it's the. Why would he ask that question? I don't know.
I do know it.
You
At
know
the
it?
Hound 2 asks, is the sum of square roots of any two sides of a right triangle equal to the square root of the remaining side? Yes, it's called the Pythagorean theorem. That's some basic level shit. Step your game up. Next question.
Damn, Honzo Gonzo on it.
Yeah.
Red Mage asked me, which element is more true? Rolento is a good character, or no one in America knows the Rolento matchup? I feel like no one in America knows the Rolento matchup.
I've said that Rolento is. I don't think he's that good. That's just my rudimentary understanding, though. Like as
It's gonna be 4 years from now, and people are gonna get bodied just as hard 4 years from now because still nobody's gonna know the matchup.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like we just need more Rolentos in America.
Yep.
That's the bottom
I
line.
just feel like nobody wants to play him.
Yeah. Azure Image also asked, was Champs play with Phoenix versus Spencer the number one reason he won the set? Pre-Dark Phoenix, it seemed he got the hit 4 out of 5 times. I think his Phoenix is the reason he won the match, not specifically against Spencer, but
His Phoenix is, it's the best in the world, and on top of it, that's his best character. Like,
and Phoenix herself is such an underrated character because people are just like, yeah, Phoenix is really good, but you could just kill her. But she has some of the best mobility, some of the best buttons, some of the best, a lot of things. So her downside is her health, but she has so much shit. Like she has a fucking ridiculous teleport, ridiculous normal. She has 3-frame normals and that's chain into them. And she can anti-air, and she has easy confirms, and she has an invincible super. Like she has so much shit. And if you get one hit X Factor, that character is dead, and you still have X Factor to mix up the next character, and you can kill him. Like you don't need Dark Phoenix. You just kill 2 characters straight up with the regular Phoenix. So
she's got an overhead.
she's good. Yeah, she's just very, very good.
Not that you would ever need that, but
And she can kill you off a throw with X Factor. So it's just scary. And Champ's the best at mixing up people with Phoenix. He's just too good at it. And you get scared and you get air thrown and then you die. Like, and if you do hit him, oh shit, he's fucking Dark Phoenix. You just lost the match. Like, you better fucking Hail Mary it out because you might lose. So it's just hard. Phoenix is hard for a lot of people. And I don't blame him. I get fucked by Phoenix, like, all the time.
I used to play Phoenix in vanilla. Did you
Yes,
know
you
that?
I did not know that.
I used to play Hulk, Sentinel, Phoenix.
You're
And
just,
then my objective was to just have my first 2 characters die, and then have Dark Phoenix. Of course, this was the days before people learned how to snap.
for that strategy, Sentinel Hacker would be much better. But
Whatever. I didn't give a shit. It's Marvel. The Hound also asks, when are you going to stream another first 10 in a random game?
first to 5.
First to 5. First to 5, sorry, not first 10.
One of these days.
Just one of them. In the
We
future.
never schedule them, so. When I'm not tired, and I drive over to Harrison's house. How about that?
I think we need a good game. I think we just got to talk to Hell Pockets. He knows a bunch of old games.
I have some good games that he'll recommend. I know I don't want to spoil it, but the next one's gonna be.
It's not going to be SF Cross Tagging, so it's a plus, like, already.
Anyways.
And Karma Police asks, so the 100th episode is coming up in a few weeks. Are you guys doing anything special? We thought of an idea that you guys will probably think is hilarious.
Well, I want to come up with a couple more ideas.
Yeah, but we have one, and
we gotta do that too.
I think it'll be great, and I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Oh, you guys will go fucking nuts when you see it. But yeah, I think we're gonna come up with a few more ideas to do special. It's gonna be more of a.
It's gonna be a laid back 100th episode. As you know, our 50th episode was more of like kind of a serious and but you know what? It's still great. We still use it. Thanks to you guys, we still use it. That's what that twitter.com or tinyurl.com/FGC database. That's the link you guys see up in the top right corner of your screen. We made that because of you guys. During our 50th episode, I spent 3 weeks collecting FGC databases that you guys sent me on Twitter's, email, Facebook, and I made that database for you guys to go and check out. If you guys are new to the scene and looking for some place to go and play video games, go there, and hopefully it has the name of the scene, where it's located, you know, Facebook's, websites, whatever. There's some way to contact somebody in each scene in there. So it's a good place to start if you're looking to pick up fighting games. Of any fighting games. It doesn't have to be Ultra or it doesn't have to be Marvel, but there's plenty of other types of communities in there. So yeah, go and check it out.
I have a question from DK High FGC. My phone thinks your name is Honda Gondola. Honda Gondola. Could you please change your name to this so my phone is correct? Honda Gondola. Okay. I'll do that on Twitter after the show. I thought it was an actual question.
Matthew asks, did West Coast Warzone do enough to become relevant again and be a third major for NorCal? Yeah, absolutely. What?
I don't think it's a major yet. I think it has a couple more turns to become a major, even though it had Nemo. But I don't think a lot of people travel. I feel like it's more of a regional event. Yeah, California regional though, which is bigger, I guess, than like a NorCal regional or a SoCal regional. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so, but
it's more.
I don't think it'll take multiple tournaments. Like I think literally it just took this time, and more people will travel next time.
Yeah, it might get double the amount next time. Like you never know. Just because people saw this one, they're like, oh shit, you know, I want to go to this next year. But yeah, definitely this was the one. Definitely this past one was a regional. And it was fairly big regional, but it's still regional. And it's not taking anything away from the tournament. You know, it was a good tournament. But next year I feel like they're going to get bigger. But I think it's going to take them maybe a tournament or two. Someone's asking about Daigo, MMA, AMA, whatever. We already
talked about it.
Talked about that. Someone tweeted us the NEC 15 announcement. December 5th and December 7th in Philadelphia.
That's cool.
NEC is Anime Evo, essentially. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in America. So you'll see a lot of anime games out there. You'll see a lot of depravity and debauchery in the hallways. So I hear. Apparently everyone's drunk. Constantly.
Sounds like your kind of tournament.
Like the tournament is drunk. That's what I hear.
Rio also asked another question down there. But what are your chances of newer games pushing older ones out? Will old games like Injustice and KOF suffer more popularity-wise?
KOF is dead, I think.
Yeah. The only reason KOF is still around is because of Evo. Like
That's
Evo.
Literally the only reason. If Evo didn't put it on its docket, it would have been dead straight up immediately. Yep. As soon as Evo announces it's not on its docket this year, I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna be dead.
I think people are just hoping that they'll announce a new game with like not terrible netcode.
Yeah, I would greatly appreciate another KOF game, just an SNK game. Like it doesn't have to be KOF. They could just do another fighting game.
Yep.
Like they have so many franchises that are just good. I don't know why they just don't fucking be like, hey Capcom, want to print money? Let's do CVS 3. Okay. Just print money. You can just make shit ton of money. Like, I don't know why they just don't do that, but whatever.
Light of the Universe asked, who is the best DiCaprio in the world? Trying to study some top-level DiCaprio gameplay. I'm going to tweet you right now, and it's going to say, ask Hoodman.
I personally think Hoodman is the best.
He's not going to say he's the best because
Pre-nerf.
he's too... Pre-nerf? What?
Pre-nerfed, Hoodman was the best.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's
she's
right.
nerfed now.
She got, like, hidden nerfed.
Yeah. But I think Hoodman will probably tell you some Japanese players are better than him, which might be true, but in the States, at least, Hoodman definitely. In my opinion.
I think so, too.
And he proved it at Evo. I feel like he got top 32 with DiCaprio. You know, that's fucking amazing.
And Honda. And Honda.
Did he pick Honda at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
He used both of those characters really well. Because he used DiCaprio to beat Jace the Ace. And I'm pretty sure he used Honda to beat Kino.
Okay.
So he was definitely still mixing up the characters to win.
At Death Insurance asks, "Hey Honzo Gonzo, hello Death Insurance." That was it.
That's the whole thing.
Yep. He just wants to hear his fucking name.
Is that it? That's all the questions I have. Do you have anything
That's all
to
the
wrap up the
questions
show?
I have.
Ed Husband asks, how can Honzo Gonzo be real if our eyes aren't real? I don't know what you're talking about, but...
You ever seen those Jaden Smith tweets?
No.
Oh lord, I have to link it to you after this show.
Okay.
Jaden Smith is Will Smith's son, okay? And he's the craziest motherfucker alive. Or he's probably the smartest. I don't know. He might be the smartest. I'll link you to his tweets.
Alright.
Yeah. Other than that, anything to look forward to this weekend?
Yes, if you guys can notice, next tournament is right above you guys. It says Hacker Fight 1.3. It's on Friday, and Hacker Fight is fucking legit. And it's basically a tournament where the only way you can enter is if you are a startup tech company. And so basically you got to be a startup tech company to enter, which
Yep.
not the only good thing. The one good thing about this tournament is that there's no money on the line, which means Capcom can enter. So you're going to see Hans and you're going to see Combo Fiend.
Woo.
Yes.
And
pretty
it's
excited.
the only tournament, I think, in the world
And
where it has...
And you will see Vance. You will see the legendary pad player Vangief because it's the only
Vangief.
tournament that he enters, and he has won the last two. Or I'm sorry, Team PlayStation has won the last two, but he basically carried
It's
them.
the only tournament that is 100% has 100% employed rate. They all have jobs. So it's pretty cool to see. And yeah, it's held in the Facebook headquarters, correct?
It is. Yep, it's at the Facebook headquarters. Are you gonna go?
I mean, probably not, because I have to go down to San Mateo at like 12 on Saturday. So I kind of want to get some rest before I have to go do that, because I have to work Saturday.
That sucks.
It does, but whatever.
Oh well. It's legit. If you got it's gonna be right here on twitch.tv/IPLAYWINNER. It's Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Super Turbo. So there is ST action. And there's a lot of godlike ST players there. So
There are.
yep, that's pretty much it, I think. I'll make sure the info is up on IPLAYWINNER.com if you want to go and check all that out. I don't know about the list of every company yet, but you know, like Facebook, you know, Twitter.
Is Art on the Twitter team?
I don't know. I don't know, but Netflix had a really godlike Dawson player last time. That was super hype. But yeah, I'm pretty excited because their venue is sick. They got free beer and pizzas, so
I might go now.
yeah, you
Get
should probably
shit
go.
faced at Facebook
You should
and
probably go.
fucking get kicked out.
You got anything got on story before we let it go?
Do I have a Honda story? What did I do this weekend? Oh my god! So like, I ordered a pizza, right? And I was like, "Yo, I want this pizza. I want it delivered to me now." He was like, "Okay." And so I waited there for like 25 minutes. I was like, "Where's fucking pizza?" And then I paid online, so I just used a credit card. So he came. The pizza guy is at the door. He's like, "Hey, here's a pizza." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then I signed for the pizza, and then I on credit card orders, you can just write a tip and you can just charge it. But I had $2 in my hand. I was just gonna give him $2 to tip him, and so I put the normal amount so I don't get charged on my credit card, and I just give him the money. Everything's cool. So I take that, I sign it, I give it back to him. He's like, okay, bye, and he leaves, and I realized I didn't give him a tip, so I was like, oh no, I didn't tip the pizza guy. So
You're a terrible person.
I tried to. I actually went outside. I was like, ah, shit, and then he's out. He's already in his car driving
He's
away.
probably
Like,
like, God damn it, what an asshole.
I don't know. They probably went
That's
back.
literally word for word what he said.
I answered in my underwear too.
You did?
Yep.
Man,
So
you're
I'm
just
a lazy
treat, aren't
asshole.
you? You're just a treat.
Yeah. So next time I think I'm gonna tip him double if I had the same guy.
See him again? What kind of pizza did you order? Or where'd you order it from?
I ordered from Pizza Guys. It's the closest
Oh.
place to me.
Okay.
It had a lot of bacon, a lot of garlic. Spoilers.
Spoilers. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at HarrisonSBA. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo, you can follow him at Honzo Gonzo. If you don't want to follow either of us, but you still want to check out the show and other stuff that IPLAYWINNER does, make sure you guys follow us, twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER. Of course, we have facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. And if you guys want to rewatch this or, watch it for the first time or leave a comment on YouTube or like the video, you guys can go to youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER, where this will be up, I don't know, within a couple hours. I will do a daily blow up this time. I promise I will do a daily blow up this time, because last time I kind of forgot and played Diablo all day instead of doing a daily blow up. So I did one today. If you guys want to check out the Twitch channel and watch it to hold yourself over until tomorrow, you guys can. I think that's it. Oh yeah, you can go to iPlayWinner.com, go to the podcast section, and you guys can check out every show in YouTube or MP3 format. Peace, guys.